Okay, so after we pushed our branch for the first time, we saw our branch has actually there on GitHub in our remote repository. You can see it's here. And if you guys remember, we had added a file called testimonials inside the sections folder in SRC. So now let's go open our branch on GitHub, go to SRC, go to sections, and you'll see that the file is not there. So why is it not here? Now that is because we created the file, we pushed our branch, but we didn't commit the file. Okay, so we create a file, we add it to be committed, so we track it basically, which is why it is green. And after we track it, we need to commit it, because no change will go to the remote repository without you specifically telling that this is the change that I did and I want you to pick up these files. So for that, so basically every change needs some kind of commit behind it. It needs the developer to actively tell that these are my changes, this is what I did, and these are the files that you can see in green. These are the files that I want you to take it along with this message. Okay, so we normally do git status, and I can see there's this one file in green. So now I want to give this file a message because I want to commit it. So I'll say git commit m, and I'll give it a nice message. Now this message is also very, very important. I'll tell you why it is important after we complete this commit. So let's say I'll say created the file for testimonial section. Okay, that's the message of my commit. Now I'll say git commit. Now what it does is it will take all of the green files that I had in git status and it will create a commit. A commit is basically like a checkpoint. It's something that we can always go back to. So it creates a commit and it stores that commit with the message that I give. So when you go back and look at the history of all your commits, you'll see all of these messages, and every message have a specific list of files or a list of code changes associated with them. Alright, so now when I do git status, you'll see there are no more green files because whatever was there has already been committed. And now I'll do git push, and this is not the first time I'm pushing, it's the second time, so it all happens very smoothly. So now when I go back to this branch, am I on the branch? I guess I am. Yeah, so I'm on this branch now, and now when I go back to SRC and sections, you'll see there my file is. So that's what happens. This is just me kind of trying to explain what add is, what commit is, what is the difference between add and commit. Add is just saying that I want these files to be committed the next time I commit, and only after you commit, your changes are going to go to the remote server. So yeah, so can you see here? So this is the file that we uploaded, and this is the message that came along with it. And this is how Git tracks all changes. It's your messages. Okay, apart from the commit ID, it's the message is the only piece of information that you pass on to Git. So this message is really important because this is what, when we look at our history, the message is the only thing we see. So I'll just show you all a few repositories. So this is OpenAI's Whisper. So you can see these are the messages that we can see, very well written. Fix GitHub language issue, display errors. Let's open some other file. You can see updated torch.load to use wait only, pre-commit auto update. So messages are very clearly written. What's this? This is Twitter. So you can see Twitter, I was looking at some of their CSS messages, updated feather styles, use CSS rather than JS for membership styling. So basically your message is the only piece of information that you pass along with the commit. So make sure it's understandable, it makes sense to that commit, because that's what we see when we open the code base and look at the history of our work. Alright, awesome, bye.